Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's day 113. It's Sunday, and just getting some stuff done today. Just went and worked out. Wanted to share something with you on this Sunday as you kind of prepare for your first day back on the job tomorrow after a couple days off. You know, many of you are running departments, running divisions of company or companies. Many of you are entrepreneurs, and quite a few, if not all of you, are always interviewing people. So here's a little tip if you're interviewing somebody. Well, I've been blessed, in my career, I've probably interviewed, oh my God, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, for all kinds of positions and helping other business people, get through the interviewing process with people that are looking to hire. And there's a trick that I learned, okay? So I'm going to share it with you. So if you've got people that that are reporting to you and they're actually interviewing people, maybe you have managers that report to you and they run teams and they're looking to hire somebody on their team. Well, they're going to go through the interviewing process and they're going to find candidates, okay? And then maybe you're the second person that has to interview that candidate to approve the final decision-making process. How often do you say this to your manager? Hey, who is it that I'm interviewing and what do you like about him? Tell me about him. Well, that's a common question, but I would argue and debate with you that that's the wrong question. When I used to do that and I had managers interviewing people, district managers and stuff like that, and they said, hey, Ken, I really got somebody I really like. I want to set up a second interview and have you interview them. I'd tell them this. I'd say, hey, Tom, that's great. What's got you concerned about this person? I remember the first time I asked my manager that, he goes, what do you mean concerned? I said, look, I don't need the reasons that you like them. I'm sure you like them. That's why you're having me interview them. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sending them my way, right? So I don't need to know why you like the person. I need to know what's got you concerned about them. And so then what I'd do is I'd invite my hiring manager into the office with me. And I tell that person, I just want you to sit in the chair next to your candidate, and I don't want you to say a word, not one word. Don't interrupt, don't interject. I want you in listen mode the whole time. And the reason for that is I'm going to start drilling into this person's background that I'm interviewing. And the goal, the core issue here is to try to, hit pain points so that I can get some intel to address my hiring manager's concern that they have of the candidate, right? So what I usually do is I'll go and I'll take them back. I learned this a long time ago. I want to get the candidate as comfortable as possible. I'll go back and ask them what they did in high school. What were their favorite subjects? Did they play sports? What they do on their free time? I'll rinse and repeat that process through their college years. What have they done? Where do they like to travel? Where do they like to vacation? The purpose of this is to get them to relax and feel like you're buddy with them, because the reality is when somebody gets in that place, one of two things always happens. They end up slipping up and saying something that they shouldn't about their background. I've had people tell me, oh man, college was great. Yeah, I don't know if I should say this, but you seem like a nice guy. But, hey, yeah, we used to go to these parties all the time. We had a great time. Probably drank a little bit more than we should have. Okay, now we're getting into something that is, problematic possibly. This is a pattern of, a habit of pattern, right? A pattern of habit. Or, it's been a long day, so you know what I'm trying to say. But the point is that you get them to relax. Now, if they don't say something that they shouldn't say, they may give you some insight for the hiring manager that's in the room with you, that's been tasked to just listen. And it's a lot easier to listen than it is to speak and listen. How many times have you been interviewing somebody and you ask a question, right? And as they're answering it, you're thinking about the next question you want to ask them. And as they're answering that one, then you're thinking about the third and the fourth. You kind of just go through your checklist. But what happens is you get too far ahead of yourself, and it's just part of being human. You don't catch everything they say because you're talking and listening at the same time. But when you're in strictly listen mode and somebody else is interviewing them and drilling into the issues that you have of the candidate, I promise you your hiring manager within 10 minutes of that second interview will have their mind made up. They're either going to say, oh man, this is not a good fit, or they're going to say, this is great, man, Ken, they'll give me the thumbs up, like, yeah, I got my current concerns addressed. If you're okay with it, let's hire this person. So that's just a way to get through, that breakthrough in the hiring process, get somebody comfortable, and, continuing to develop and mentor your young managers, men and women, and hiring a first-class team to move that needle every day. So go out, be prepared tonight for first 3 hours of tomorrow. Put your game plan together before you go to sleep, hit the ground running, and make Monday and the rest of the week a great one. Be brave, be strong, and go get what's yours.